He was ripe for the beating, and you didn't want to beat him. You didn't want to beat him. You didn't want to beat him. You understand that? You wanted to tie. And that's what you got, a tie. You didn't want to lose. You just didn't want to lose to him because he beat you twice before. You'll never win that way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yo, welcome to today. How should I begin? I'm all over the place. Your boy got a lot of stuff going on in his life, okay? I wish I can just go outside and capture beautiful things, and I just ain't got the time. My life is accounted for right now. Even more so, I'm T-minus 12 days and a wake up to my hike with the brothers. That's taking a lot of my time. So I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. This blah, 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 this thing that I'm doing right now is something that I would normally write in a journal. Today's date is October 29th, 12:30-ish p.m. I'm making it into a video instead. Here's where we're going. I've been in the gym grinding hard, the brink of wanting to vomit. And if any of you have caught some of the writings that I've posted, I'm going to a dark place and using it for good. I'm doing that on a daily basis. I'm not going to the gym to have fun, talk to people, and I'm going there for a purpose. And I'm putting myself through pain and punishment, because the more I do now, when I am on my 49th mile, hungry, tired, and dehydrated, I'll be all right. I grinded through the weights, and I'm doing a lot of crazy, stupid stuff. Shout out to Frankie, because he's what gave me a program, and I'm doing freaking jumping jacks with the ropes. I'm doing medicine ball slams. I'm doing crazy plank push-ups and TRX, just stupid stuff. It's not about benching 500 pounds and squatting 500. It's about grinding and core and balance and going beyond the reps that your mind has restricted yourself to. And this ties into where I'm about to go now. So usually I finish lifting weights, which would be probably a good enough workout for cardio and lifting weights and getting a pump. But I go to that Stairmaster and usually put on a movie, and I just grind from 40 to 30 minutes. Now, the type of stuff I watch is not happy, la la. I watch stuff where people prevail through suffering and misery. Lately, I've been watching a lot of Vietnam War movies that dissect mental and physical situations, and there's nothing glorious about the Vietnam War. There's no Vietnam War movie where we won, because we didn't win that war. I see the GIs and the Marines and the sailors, and they inspire me, because the ultimate sacrifice and the will to live at its most basic, simplest form. So I watch that while I'm grinding on the Stairmaster, because it sucks. You put it on high and it's left, right, left, right, left. There's no way to get through it. There's no shortcut after a workout, even more so after legs. It's the worst thing in the world. Today, I was on it. I have my headphones in because I just block out the rest of the world, and it's I have this goal where I need to go. And today was 30 minutes. I just was going, and I'm watching movies, and I'm going, and it's I want to get off. And I get to that point to where I want to quit. Every day, I want to quit. I want to stop, I want to walk off, I want to walk out, and I want to stop. I do not leave the gym until I get to that point, and then I finish. I have this disagreement with myself every day, why am I doing this? Why am I here? This is stupid. I don't need to do this. And I punch that guy in the face, and I just keep trucking. Now, while I'm on this Stairmaster, there was a guy next to me, and I see him all the time. Probably seen him for years, but I don't know his name. I give the hey, what are you doing? Little deuces. He was already on the Stairmaster probably a minute before me, and I'm grinding and sweating. There's sweat all over the place, and then he's trying to talk to me, and I have the headphones in, and I can't hear him. I just see his lips move. So of course I pull the headphone out of my ear, and I'm what'd you say? He's hey man, how long are you gonna be on here? I was me? 30 minutes. Why? He's bro, how are you gonna do 30 minutes? I'm I ain't got no choice, man. He's man, the max I've ever done is 10 minutes. He's I can't do 30 minutes. I stopped. The world paused, and if you know anything about me, there's a couple of things I'm really, really, really good at. Being very tenacious towards things I really care about, gathering people provoking thought, getting under people's skin to motivate them to do things they weren't aware of that they could do. Does that make any sense? So the world stopped. I don't know why, but all these things start going into my head. And I never met this guy, so I don't have the rapport to like say certain things or give suggestions or anything like that. And then like Daniel turned on, and we're back to like, you know, we're still on the Stairmaster sweating, and pull my headphones out, like I said. And man, I go, what do you mean you can't do 30 minutes? He's like, well, I just can't. Like I could barely do 10 minutes. And I turned to him, I looked at him in his face, and I go, how the F do you know that you cannot do it? Have you ever tried? And he goes, no. And I said, well, how do you know you can if you never tried it? And he was like, ah, damn. At that point, you could tell like he was like, why the heck did I even try to talk to this guy? And then now it's like two males on a Stairmaster. Now he's like, we built this rapport. I don't even know the guy's name. I basically asked him what he made out of. He goes, I guess I'm doing 30 minutes today. So then I put my headphones back in, and we're grinding. And we get past 10 minutes, and that's like the max I think he's ever done. And then I start seeing him like bent over, pushing. I don't know if you guys ever seen like when people do the Stairmaster and they start getting tired, they bend over really all the way, and then they put all the weight on their arms, and they're like doing their Stairmaster like this. So I took my headphones out again, and I'm still going. Remember, I haven't stopped. And I look at him and I go, hey bro, stand up straight, stick your chest out, shoulders back, like get through this with some dang confidence. Get through it like you want to get through life. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, do you want to crush this goal with some dang confidence and get something from it? And he's like, yeah, but it's so hard. And I said, listen bro, you're doing perfect. I believe in you. Stop worrying about the stuff you can do, and stop worrying about the that you can't do. So just concentrate, left, right, put on a dang motivated video or something that you like to get your mind straight. Take your weight off your hands and step. Let's go. I know you can do this. Just roll. And I put my hands down, and I'm grinding out, and I'm like, man, I hope he takes it well. Because my boys I have rapport with, like, I talk like that all day. But this guy, I don't even know his first name. You know what I mean? He's like, man, he's 30 something, and I'm another man. And I'm not trying to punk him. I'm trying to show love. He got this like second wind, and he's like, man, I only got 10 minutes. And like every minute, I got 9 minutes, I had 8 minutes. This fool grinded it out, and he finished before me because I was like, I was a minute after him. This guy was the happiest freaking dude in the world. While I was trying to grind out finishing the 30 minutes, like I had to make sure my head was up, my chest was out. I'm not leaning over because like I'm setting the example for him. That just goes back into like I work my best when people are counting on me. So if I would have gave up, he would have probably gave up. I say certain things and I throw expectations out there. It causes me to step my game up. I finished strong. And then we got off of the Stairmaster, and I turned around and he was laying on the ground, like strictly laying on the ground. Like he was tired, sweating, probably wanted to throw up. I reached my hand out and I was like, bro, get up, stand up straight, and make this a positive thing that you got through. Like, don't feel sorry for yourself. Know what you just did and be proud of it. And then he was like, you're right, man, you're right. I was getting all my bag together because that's like the end of my workout. Right before I was about to leave, I went up to him. I was like, hey, what's your name? He's like, hey, my name's blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, my name's Daniel. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I was like, do you know what we just did, right? He's like, what? And I was like, you just set the bar. He's like, what do you mean set the bar? I'm like, you can't go back now. You can't go back to the 15, 20, and 10. He's like, you're right, huh? I'm like, yeah, I'll be watching. He's like, you're gonna be here tomorrow? I was like, most definitely. And I walked out sweating. Now, it may not be magnificent to all, but to the ones who have tapped into that part of your subconscious, it is magnificent, because metaphorically, me and that guy, our two souls had a conversation and we uplifted each other and we accomplished. It's a big thing. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I was gonna write it in my journal today, but I'm like, I'll just make a video about it and talk to the homies. I'm happy with it. T-minus 12. Don't be afraid to push the people around you, because a few chosen strategic words can help somebody accomplish way beyond their own expectations. If you're ride or die, I thank you. And if you're new to the channel, yeah, we kind of get in that type of headspace sometimes. Yara? Yet. In my journals that like make me vulnerable, I guess, so I get to that like authentic space when I'm ready to write. So like vulnerability pulls out trueness